Do you think we have what it takes to be zookeepers?
Find out on this episode of
What's up, girl?
What's up, girl?
What's up, my little giraffes? I'm Kaylee.
And I'm Marifer.
And I think before we get started, we should probably address the elephant or lion in the room.
What are wild animals doing here?
Well, they're here to help us be zookeepers.
Haley, having 2 dogs doesn't make you a zookeeper.
No, I know. That's why they're lions today.
Oh, I can see that, I guess.
Maybe we should just call the expert.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. To the
STEM Girl hotline. What's up, girls?
Hey, Lauren, we have a really important question. What does it take to be a zookeeper?
It takes a lot of education, a lot of experience, a lot of time, a lot of sweat, and a lot of heart to be a zookeeper. Our zookeepers go beyond to make sure that our animals have incredible lives here at Brevard Zoo and they're protecting species out in their natural range.
That's amazing. Do you think we have what it takes to do that?
I think you guys could have what it takes, but I'm gonna need you to come down and try it out for yourselves.
Awesome. We'll see you there.
See you soon. Bye now.
The Brevard Zoo is home to animals with species originating from 5 continents. All these critters make this the perfect place to learn just what it takes to be a zookeeper.
We'll be visiting all kinds of animals from feathery to scaly. Every species has different needs, so we're going to need some more expert advice on how to give each of them the best care.
For sure. So first up, let's meet Spring.
Hi everyone, my name is Spring. I am a zookeeper here in Lands of Change and I help take care of all of the birds over here. Today we are in Lorikeet Landing.
We're at Lorikeet Landing, home to lorikeets, spoonbills, turtles, and more. This habitat allows for visitors to walk around freely, so it takes a lot of work to keep it sustainable for both the animals and guests alike.
All right, we are coming to feed the lorikeet flock and all of our pigeons. It's important that we space food out and have different areas to feed them because we don't want them fighting over food or not being able to get to food.
Spring is showing us how the zookeepers feed the animals and clean the habitat. There are a variety of diets that the zookeepers must keep track of. Birds like lorikeets eat a seed and plant-based diet. Caitlin is part of the Herbs and Aquatics team.
So Napo is an arapaima. They are a large carnivorous fish that is native to the Amazon River Basin, one of the largest river sections of the Amazon River.
Now, let's see how zookeepers take care of their aquatic friends. It's time to visit the stingrays.
They're sharks that have been flattened.
Stop!
Yeah. So they have similar features to sharks.
The viewing tank needs a good cleaning, and then we give each of the 7 stingrays their food and, of course, their multivitamins.
We have a tracker that we use to track what they're eating, how much they're eating, and data like that is stuff that helps us know what conditions do they prefer to eat under.
I wonder what it's like to take care of the slowest animals at the zoo. For our final visit of the day, we're meeting the tortoises.
Here in the Expedition Africa Loop, we are meeting the radiated tortoises. This critically endangered species is native only to Madagascar, but the zoo provides a safe haven to those unable to live safely outside of conservation.
These are our radiated tortoises, and their scientific name is actually my favorite because it's Astrochelys radiata, which literally means radiated space tortoise.
While feeding the tortoises their favorite snack, prickly pear, we're able to learn more about them. The Brevard Zoo staff does a great job of educating guests about this species' critical conservation status and what it takes to help them thrive.
The amount of work and knowledge it must take to properly care for all of these different types of animals is truly incredible.
Well, how did you guys like your zookeeping experience?
Well, it was definitely a bit more intense than owning a dog.
I told you.
Yeah, you did.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here, making sure that our animals are living their best lives with us, and just being a part of the Brevard Zoo family.
No, thank you so much for having us. We absolutely had a blast. We loved it, and we learned so much.
Really. So we have a big question for you now. Do we have what it takes to be zookeepers?
I think you guys have definitely what it takes to be zookeepers.
We want want to thank Over Workwear for providing us the absolutely perfect pants for surviving a day at the zoo, and of course Xeno Workwear for the footwear that we use to survive all of the elements today. And of course, we could not end this episode without thanking the Brevard Zoo and all of the incredible zookeepers here who let us come and tag along on their days today.
Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the next adventure right here on
What's up, girl?